Kind of what I just asked Kyle. You're down 14 to start the third, but you came out like you were up 14. And just talk about the confidence to pound the rock on those guys.
Yeah, like Kyle said, we got a very experienced group, so we know that whenever we go to different trials and tribulations that we can come out on top, and we just lean on each other, and we just have that belief on one another that we've built in the off season, that whenever things aren't going wrong, when things are going wrong, we could just look at the positive side. We know what we can be, and that's what we look towards too.
You've seen gains in the running game as the weeks have gone on?
Yeah, we take it pretty serious in the preparation standpoint. We know that you only have a shot if you prepare to do it, and we take it during the week. We Coach Chud, Coach Applebaum, Savon, they do a great job giving detail, and we have a run pod unit, so we all understand each other's assignments more and more every week, so we can take that next step every week running the ball.
Kind of within that, I was asking the defensive guys what they look for in preparation. When you're going through your assignments in the offense and in the running game, what are some of the things that you're taught to look for either on film or from the defense?
Yeah, one thing I like to look for is just how their D-line plays, different structures they play in, who's the extra hitter, the support, is it coming from the corner on the outside? They play a lot of trap two, safety falling in the C gap. How do their backers play? Do they fall with tight end motion? Do they bump on motion? Like I look at a lot of different stuff that gives you just little indicators. I'm big on preparation, and it just falls right into the theme of our offense. We want to make sure we're the most prepared group.
When you're in the run game, are you allowed to, if you see something, kind of make a shift if you're assigned to run up a gap and the gap is filled, are you still going through that, or are you allowed to kind of shift and see if you see a hole and kind of move around?
Yeah, I think one of the best parts of my game is my vision. And when we have an experienced group and such a great O-line group, it makes it even more useful to use because you know where they're going to go. And if things go wrong, you know what they're going to adjust. And I know based on preparation what to look for, and I just allow my vision to go, and I just trust it. And that's what takes me to a lot of different holes.
Yeah, more about the O-line, just how skilled and how talented is that unit? How much does it help you so far?
It's great. I mean, this is my first game back, really, from the injury that I had. So just always staying connected with them, and then you just always are confident with them no matter what is going on. It doesn't matter if you have 3 bad plays. You know that we're going to find a way, and they did an amazing job. We got to do a better job of taking better advantage of the opportunities they give us because they do a lot, and it doesn't matter from the first to the 8th one. They all are committed to making sure that they can do their job.
Just talk about going into the bye as a 500 team. Does that change the whole complexion of the second half of the season?
When we go through the bye week?
Yeah, if you can come out of the bye week, go into the bye week at 3-3, doesn't that change the whole complexion of the second half of the season?
Yeah, but every win you get more hope. Yeah, so our goal is to focus in. Coach Hapley's been big on going 1-0 every week, so that's really what we focus on. Like this week, the whole premise will be just focus solely on Army, go 1-0, and then when we get to the bye week, we can rest and adjust at that point. So we just are really focused on going 1-0. You can't get too carried off on later in the season.
You, Alex, and Kyle have kind of similarities, but also differences. Just can you describe what each of you brings and how the offense kind of thrives when each of you is out there?
I think we have a lot of similarities. I think that we can do everything that we need to in the offense. I think it's just a matter of who's tired, who's hot, who's at the moment. But we work together really well, and we work on each other's weaknesses and go off each other's strengths during the week after practice, so we can just all make sure that no matter who's in the game, we can get the job done. And we're really confident in our abilities, each one of us. So
when you see that run that Alex had, takes it up the side, one is there he comes back to the sideline, and you're going, oh man, I'd have taken that in.
We joke around with each other a lot in aspects like that. I have full trust in Alex, so no matter what happens in the play, I know he gave it his all, and that's all we can ask for. So, but we're very close group, so we could joke around with each other, stuff like that. Yeah.
And then the second part of it is, if he sees something in the field that breaks out a run, does he come back to the sideline and then look at you and say, "This is what I'm seeing out of the defense"?
Yeah, communication is huge. Even when I wasn't playing in the game, you have to be locked in to help the other person out. And we're big on that. Savon preaches that to make sure that everyone's communicative on the sideline. And that's something that I've always done since I was a freshman, even with AJ. I took pride in making sure that I'm paying attention to everything going on in the game so you can give good feedback.
All right. Thanks, Pat.
Thank y'all. Have a blessed day, man.